The Carlow Garden Festival, every year, it's a huge event in the gardening calendar, not just for Carlow, but for the amount of people who come from all over the country. We have the most incredible speakers for all the events that's going to go on for the week.
The result of that research that he'd done is that the one thing that would make their stay in hospital better would be a garden.
Carlow Festival.
It's one of those summer highlights, but also because we like meeting gardeners.
And we love the people.
This was just a spectacular evening, hugely entertaining. Even a non-gardener would enjoy the evening because you learn so much in a very enjoyable way.
This is a huge group of people that come here today, a new community coming together, which is great.
Now, not just the older people, you have the young people, all the age groups who are interested in gardening. So it's diverse and there's something for everybody.
Here and on Gardening BO, the garden is really evolving as a community of its own. It is a community garden. Very evidence trend throughout Randall's talk is the need to give nature that chance to regenerate itself.
So when we allowed nature to come back, the first thing we got was insects.
What's amazing about garden festivals, especially in places like Carlow, is that it brings people together, it brings conversation together. It's creating the opportunity for people to speak. Many of the people here today probably will never do rewilding. Their ideas and their opinions may change as a result of it. It's a butterfly effect. And hopefully some people may be influenced by that.
The Carlow Festival is one of the biggest festivals of gardening. This is really opening up that people get to step outside their own garden into a group like this today where there's just people passionate about gardens.
Range of speakers here this year is fantastic. People covering everything from sort of rewilding to garden design to colour, all these sort of different topics. I think it's a great inspirational series of events really, and delighted to be here today in Carlow to meet fabulous Irish gardeners.
We're 21 years now at the Carlow Garden Festival, but it's not just meeting with a speaker, it's meeting with their friends that maybe they haven't seen in 6 months or even a year since the previous festival.
Gardens, they are actually a part and parcel of our mental and physical well-being and a really important part of it. Festivals like this are an opportunity for all of us to come together and engage with one another, engage with gardening.
I've loved this year's festival. I have met so many people that I know through gardening, and because the programme is really varied this year, I don't think you have to be an experienced gardener to enjoy the talks. To encourage people to try it out for themselves and get into gardening.
My mother-in-law started off working with the Garden Festival and we're carrying on the same thing. When you've got someone like Seamus O'Brien, he's just magic.
Carlow itself is unique, it's got the greatest concentration of manor houses per square kilometre and different gardens as well. Sort of gardens that are sort of more meaningful to the home gardener.
What's important about Carlow Garden Festival, it brings such good speakers, know the background, know the history and can talk at such depth. And of course the garden and the house. What an amazing place.
It's my first time at the Garden Festival. It's been definitely well worth the trip.
And I think that's why Carlow Garden Festival now is a real enticement. You can go out and enjoy walking around a garden. I mean, all you need is your raincoat and an umbrella. So check the weather, but it didn't matter what the weather was like.
The idea of a festival is wonderful because it gives you the chance to get out and meet other people that are gardening and doing the same things. Where you know that everybody that's there, they've all got the same interest, enthusiasm and knowledge in the same place. You can't go wrong.
The Carlow Garden Festival, one of the premier garden festivals in the country now, it attracts big name gardeners.
Visual contrast, whereas this combination does. And that's the sort of thing that excites us.
People from the UK, France and wider country of Ireland drawn down to these places. So it's a great way of showcasing and showing off what the county has.